inadequacy, you are most fearful of your limitless power. You are powerful beyond measure. It is not the darkness that frightens you. It is the light inside of you. Who are you to be talented and smart and brilliant? Who are you to end a war? Who are you to raise $1 million? I'm here to tell you, who are you not to? You are a child of God. And you playing small does not serve the world. It does not serve yourself. And it does not serve your Creator. You were born to manifest what God made you to be and share that as bright and as bold and as loud as possible. That is your job. That is what you were created to be. You hiding in a corner and pretending not to exist is not working anymore. When you let your own light shine, you automatically let other lights shine. It is infectious. So get to know your song, get to know your light. As soon as you do, literally the world will change. I wish someone had told me that at 16 years old. You can have a seat. The reason I was so messed up in my head was I had been a pretty confident child, born in a musical theater family. I was at rehearsals at the age of 2, watching shows, going to Broadway shows, performing, dancing. This was my life. I knew nothing else. This was normal to me. But there was a stark contrast between that and in the public school life. I felt very different at public school, and I had 0 friends. It really came to a culmination in my freshman year of high school. It was a pivotal moment. My first week, I had one friend who was a girl, and she had 10 girlfriends. And I was hanging out with them, and the guys who were friends with them, but because it's freshmen, they didn't want to sit together, started throwing food at me, at my face. What's going on? And the carrots just kept flying at my head. What? And I didn't know how to respond. I did not know what to do. And so it was the first week of school, and I just slowly backed up, and for 2 years tried to hide myself. Wear a hoodie, put a hoodie on, eat lunch in the bathroom of the library, pretend to be too busy, pretend that I didn't need anyone else. So isolated and so alone. The thing that was in question was my identity. In the beginning of my junior year, one of my classes had a great idea. The teacher had an idea to put everyone on a stool in front of the class. And everyone got to write anonymously what they thought of that person. And you could read them out loud to the class. The first impression of this person. I knew what they were going to say. I knew it. And so I just said, I can't do it anymore. I literally went into the darkest depression that I've ever been through. So dark and so paralyzing, I couldn't finish a day of high school. I was so depressed. My heart actually hurt. It wasn't like a metaphor or saying. It physically hurt. It was out-of-body depression. But the unique thing about this time in my life is that I can see other people's depression. I don't have that gift now. It was like a very brief 6-month period, but I can realize and empathize that other people were experiencing this too, but they didn't know how to communicate it. They were in pain. They were insecure. They didn't know what to do with themselves. This was a 6-month period. It culminated in me wanting to kill myself. I questioned everything, my identity, my faith, until finally I said, I either end it now, or I trust in something larger than me. If you've been trying to do it alone, go on this journey alone, I'm here to tell you, right now, from experience, you will fail. You will become miserable. You will become sad. There is a creator, and we are not that creator. It is our duty to know what the Creator put inside of us. Sean called it the 5-year-old self. I believe he's exactly right. you are a child of God. What is that child saying to you? Your life is speaking to you every single day. You sitting in the seat is not a mistake. It is not a mistake. You were chosen to be here. And now you have a responsibility to yourself and to the world at large. The world is waiting for you to wake up to your truest potential. When I went to Kenya for the first time on a missions trip, there was a disconnect. It was actually a missions trip, Christian drama, dance troupe. So imagine me, I had dreadlocks at the time, I know, it's hard to imagine. I'm telling you the truth. These blonde dreadlocks, I thought they were so cool. And they still are cool, but not for me. I can't afford it. So I'm playing the role of Jesus as a sailor in a drama in Swahili for Kenya. Backed up with like Midwestern, corn-fed individuals were doing dramas in the slums of Kenya. Can you see it? We're like, come to know our God. It was so disconnected. Because, literally, I'm not joking, I hated doing the drama. I hated it. I loved the part afterwards when I got to actually talk to the Kenyans because they were real. And the thing about them is they knew a God. I wasn't giving them any God. They were giving me a God. They're like, duh. They literally were like, we don't have anything to distract us from God. God brings the rain. Duh. God gives and He takes away. We have nothing but God. And here's a bunch of us going, we'll show you the way. We've never really relied on God. We've relied on our image and money and everything else to dictate what we're going to do. So I had this huge disconnect. But I knew there was realness in these Kenyans, so I promised myself to God I would go back. I would go to USC Film School no matter what, applied 3 times, didn't get in. Finally, I went to the door every single day and said, hi, I'm going to go here someday. You might want to come back to the top and let me in. I literally did that, and they called me, and they said, you're in. They said, there's been 5 people put on the waiting list, you're at the top of the list, do you want this acceptance? They did a dream since I was in 8th grade. Since my 8th grade, and after that moment, I fasted for 40 days, just for food, to thank God. I didn't tell anyone. But I knew that my dream was to make Hollywood musicals. My dream was to make Moulin Rouge and Chicago, all these amazing musicals, Singing in the Rain. I was like, that's my passion. That's what I want to do. And God goes, I have a different plan. And for whatever it is, you have to go back to Africa. You've got to go. Get a camera. It doesn't matter what it takes. I asked 10 people to go with me. And all of them were like, genocide in Sudan? I would love to go. No. They were like, not right now. Actually, I have a job. I have school. Come with me. Come with me. Well, I don't know where we're going to go. I don't know what's going to happen. Bobby Bailey said yes. Bobby Bailey said yes. And I'm telling you the truth. Bobby Bailey is the most magnificent individual that him and I fought like cats and dogs. The reality TV show has nothing on what we do. Real Housewives, forget it. Literally, we tortured each other on every level, but it was through that we were finding